Hey y'all, it's the Calm Corner Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Hey Soul Family, back again. I'm Erica, your favorite Astro homegirl. And guys, this one is going to be on Miss Latto, okay? And you know we got to add 2121. And you know we got to get into what happened today when she addressed on the Breakfast Club about the energy with her and Cardi B. So let's get into it. First, let me say welcome back for all of you guys that have been riding with me. And welcome to all of you guys who are new here. So, for y'all that are new, I always get into a little bit of the astrology first before we get down to business and get into the reading, okay? I like to see what's going on with the people, a little bit of what they made of before we get down to business and get into the cards, okay? So let's get into it, guys. Latto. That's the baby. Shout out to Latto. She from here, baby. ATL all day. I want to say Latto from like Jonesboro South area, Clay Kodak energy. You know, I'm from CP, baby. College Park all day. And just had a really nice time. I went to my hood. I went to the net. I'm from Old National all day, baby. And me and my best friend, we went in there. And the Mexican was so nice. They really upgraded the trip. It tripped me out, okay? And the margarita was amazing. I'm gonna make sure that I post a picture. I'm gonna put it in my vlog episode for y'all. I've been working on it. So make sure y'all keep y'all bills on. I'm gonna try to make sure I do the vlog episode over the weekend. Because we even went to the candy thing. And I haven't shared that. Rashida birthday parties was yesterday. I didn't go, but shout out to Rashida. And you know, that's the boss chick, baby, from ATL. So I did her cake, y'all. I didn't do the decorative one. I made that old school banana pudding. And I also showed y'all when I was putting it together and piecing it together before and I'm going to put that in the vlog too. But let's get into Latto and 21 and Cardi, okay? I've already done Cardi. I want to look at the current transits. I do know Latto Boo is, let's see how old she is. Well, I don't have it here. But she's a Capricorn sun. And she has an Aquarius moon. I knew I liked her. I got Aquarius moon. That's what's up, boo. Okay, so she 12/22. Yes. So she the same day as my boos, the Combs twins for girls, Jessie and Delilah. So she a Capricorn, first day, 12/22. Okay. All right, so Latto is 12. That's what's up. She's a Capricorn sun in the... Okay. She is in the 4th house of home. Okay. And her Venus is there. That's interesting. She already come from a house that's already, however they move, is built on something, you know. Her energy is there in that 4th house, right? The 5th house is interesting because it's in Aquarius. And that's why I like to see this, because this answers a lot of questions before we even get down into into the cards. And let me explain. She has a few placements in this 5th house in Aquarius. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on, when I do this video, to post her chart so y'all can see what I'm looking at, right? But back to her, which I said the moon is there in the 5th house, as well as Uranus and her Neptune, okay? Now, she's in the industry and she does well. Obviously, she would do extremely well when she partners up with others, right? Because remember, Aquarius is about the group. It's about community. But I'm going to say something that also speaks to her love language. Your 5th house is all of that, okay? And it's your partnership. So I'm going to say something. People have a lot to say about her relationship with her and 21. You know, is she a side chick? I'm hearing all the stuff. I'm seeing it because I try to do the research on what's going on currently. So they're speaking to her being a side chick, 21 Savage having a wife, her not being able to express all of this. And I have something to say, I'm going to say, but I want to get through this first. Aquarius means that, again, a poly relationship would work very well for her, basically. Okay? Aries is here, and she has Saturn, and that's in her... So her Aries is in her 8th house. That's interesting. Okay, and her 10th house is in Cancer. Well, she a big mama, and she's showing up like that, ain't it? I see you, girl. In 11th house, Leo, and her North Node is there. Okay, Latto Boo, you a star. And her Libra, it's in the first house. And her Mars, she takes action there. She's a beautiful girl. So let's get into 2121. I love when he say that. I'm going to say that's my favorite. When he say that, 2121. 21 Savage is a Libra sun and a Virgo moon. So these two are very, 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 very compatible because that Virgo moon, you know, wow. They communicate very well with her being a Capricorn sun, okay? Also, her Sagittarius placements. She had the 3rd house in her Sag, and he has Venus there. So when I say they could, baby, they ain't did nothing but make that baby. I'm surprised they ain't make a baby sooner. Because his first house is in Capricorn. And hers is in Libra. So he when he see her, he just weak for her. Remember he say, I love the cheetah print. He ain't lying. He love all about that cheetah print. You hear me, baby? All about it. And his Mars is in Cancer in the highly turned on. Highly. Jupiter is in Cancer. Remember that. And let me just say this. Wow. His 7th house of partnership is Cancer. Oh. And he has Jupiter in Libra in the 10th house of career. He's a Libra sun. So he's already a star. We see that. He shows up as such. With his Jupiter being there. It's interesting because his blessings lie in career. He'll continue to, level up, challenge, but continue to level up. And I just want to speak to, with his 10th house being there, that's why their relationship is playing out in the public eye. That's interesting. Now let's go into the current transits. Now his Venus is in Sagittarius, like I said, and she has a lot of placements. She speaks to a lot of his energy. They flow. Remember, I'm sorry for the noise, y'all. I'm in the basement. Remember, Andre said big things happen in little rooms, small rooms. Sagittarius, 3rd house, like I said. Communication is so well there because she has Mercury there. She has her Pluto. I wanted to see if this chart showed Lilith. It doesn't. Okay. Well, let's talk about current transits. We know Cardi is a Libra sun. Okay. And Latto's Libra is in the 1st house. She is not feeling her right now, I tell you that. Let's go into the transits real quick. Sun is in Gemini. Happy looks over return to my Gemini. It's all about the messenger communication. She was at the Breakfast Club. Gemini season is popping off, baby. And we've been waiting to hear. Everybody been wanting to know, was she addressing her on the song? And yes, she did address her and said that she was as such, okay? So all of that in true time in the transits. The moon is in Aquarius. So guess what? She a star. Her album released and she's ready to speak in this Gemini season. The moon is still the light shines on you. And right now, today, the light is shining on her. This week's, this time frame, this energy, the transit, right? So it aligns. It makes sense. Her Mercury is in Cancer. That's the energy that's going on right now, the current transits. Well, she's a mama. And she's communicating that to everybody. And Jupiter in Cancer is birth. Jupiter in Cancer is pregnancy. So she's a new mother, okay? And Venus being there, pow, she a new mama. I said it. Everything aligns. Mars is in Taurus, okay? And let me see. I want to look back at her chart to see where her Chiron was. Okay, it's in Scorpio. I got it. I was saying Jupiter in Cancer, Saturn in Aries. Okay, and taking action in that area. But in the current transits with Saturn being in Aries, I can see why identity, Aries, how you show up, what it looks like, image, her being a side chick, all of that, her addressing it. So her addressing all of that aligns with the current transits. Neptune is there, the rose colored glasses energy, but also creating in the industry. Pluto is in Aquarius, so finally getting answers to, endings to questions that people have had for a while, right? Chiron and Aries, how she's showing up. People saying, oh, she a sad chick. Oh, what's going on, right? And true Lilith energy is in Sagittarius, so she ready to address it and say, let me tell y'all what's up. So let's get into these messages, and I'll talk about how I feel in a little more when we get into the cards. So let's get into it, Soul Family. Okay, guys. So I'm about to edit, and I finished the card. So I'm putting the clips together for y'all. I think I did good with the clips. I think it's like a bird's eye view for y'all because I was able to get the snippet of the interview with her with the Breakfast Club this morning. So you get all the answers, especially for y'all who haven't even got a chance to catch up. I also got, of course I got the TikTok reacts, and the point of views in regards to her in 21 as well as her and Cardi B. And I also was able to catch a clip where one of the content creators was able to repeat what Cardi's response was, okay? Verbatim. But yeah, this one was interesting and really deep between her and 21. So I can't wait for y'all to tell me what y'all think and let me know. And also don't forget to let's get into it. All right, forget all it. Let's get into it.
Well, everybody was so tuned in to Latto and Cardi B for their beef. They missed a little gem. Latto was caught lying on the Breakfast Club, and I don't know why she had to do that. Now, listen. When it comes to the Latto Cardi B thing, I kind of am on Latto's side. I made a video about it. It's not the fact about whether Cardi B needs to be punished. Cardi B humbled herself. Latto said no, because I don't want to be friends with someone that could be that toxic to me and then come back and think a purse will solve it. Again, nobody's right, nobody's wrong, just different strokes for different folks. However, right? And I was like, wow, oh, so mature, so balanced, protecting your boundaries. Until she started talking about 21 Savage, or as we like to call him, that lady's husband. And she started lying up a storm. Now, how do we know she's lying? Because people actually pulled up the documents. I had the receipts. Let's dissect the part of the interview everybody keeps skipping over. Now, let me just start by saying this. A baby is a blessing. Congratulations. I don't care as long as that baby was born happy and healthy and was raised around love. But you gotta wonder, Latto, do you believe this? Or are you trying to pull something over on the general public? All right, let's get into this, all right? So this is what got everybody in a kerfuffle. Look.
Back to that song, because that's
yes. I got the receipts. Okay.
Last one I think I listened to before you came in the room. Yeah. But when you do the side bitch line, and I don't know if it was about that situation, I think a conversation that people try to throw on you is like the whole marriage thing, not married thing. And it's like at this point, y'all are in a place where people should move on, but they don't. They don't get out your face about that.
No, because when you lead a
pause. And this is what cracks me up about Latto. Live your life, baby girl. Do what you want. Be happy and free, but you cannot talk in a country where polygamy is not the norm, where you made a career out of saying, yeah, I ain't got any kids, I ain't like you hoes. That's fine, right? It was like different folks are different strokes. But polygamy is not a thing in this country. Having kids out of wedlock, it shouldn't be. But people would just wonder why a woman who is one of the most sought after people who have a rap career, who did that, why you would choose to get in a relationship with someone who's married. Latto knew that. That's why she hid the relationship most of the time. But listen to what Latto has to say.
door open, like I said, like what people don't know, they gonna make up. But he not, and I don't even want to say that. It's like that's his story to tell.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not 21 Savage. I don't like. We happy we do what works for us, and people make up what they don't know. That's what.
Okay, now let's just decode this, because I started thinking, is Latto a victim or a willing accomplice? Again, she's very happy she just had a baby. She's proud to be with 21 Savage. She wants to be loved out loud. She is still very, very young, but even if she wasn't, who wants to be in secret relationships? Now,
Seems like fans are trying to clock Latto's tea about 21 Savage being married. So Latto did do an interview with The Breakfast Club, and she said that 21 Savage is not married, but that is not her story to tell. And it seems like that's not true. Now, you guys know for the longest it's been going around that 21 Savage is married to his first baby mama, Kiana Joseph.
Like the whole marriage thing, not married thing. And it's like, at this point, y'all are in a place where people should move on, but they don't. They don't get out your face about that.
No, because when you leave the door open, like I said, like what people don't know, they gonna make up. But he not, and I don't even want to say that. It's like that's his story to tell.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not 21 Savage. I don't like. We happy we do what works for us, and people make up what they don't know. That's what I'll say.
So when she said this, a lot of people felt like 21 Savage is married to Kiana Joseph, and that they're just not together, and whatever works for Latto and 21 Savage. But from what it sounds like, 21 Savage is legally married to Kiana, but he is not in a relationship with her. He is in a relationship with Latto. Latto said that 21 Savage is not married. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is real, but I'm not exactly sure where it came from, to be honest, because people have been searching far and wide for this marriage license, and allegedly today it just pops up. So it says that this marriage license was issued on February 11th of 2019 between 21 Savage and then Kiana, which is, you know, the first baby mama. You guys can see from this marriage license, 21 Savage is married to Kiana. That's why I feel like Latto changed what she said, because she said he's not married, and then she basically changed it to, you know, what works for us works for us. And it sounds like, you know, he's married, but they're not together, and they're not getting a divorce, or they haven't got a divorce yet. So what? Okay, y'all, it seems like fans
still going to accept the bag from Cardi. And on that, you have a verse where you talk about, you know, you say, bitch said what, let's clock it, really got a Hermes store in my closet, talking about buying Big Mama a bag like a nigga ain't already bought it, like my nigga ain't already coming off racks, big bank, big facts. And we know that Cardi apologized publicly to you after she went on that rant against Ice Spice and mentioned you, and mentioned buying you a bag in private. And then this line came in. The fans were like, is she talking to Cardi? What's going on? Like, everybody's trying to piece it together and figure that out.
Well, yes, yeah, it was about Cardi. Like we were saying earlier, like I rap about what's going on in my life at the moment. At the time, well, first of all, I made this album over 9 months. I made the album while I was pregnant, and yeah, I was at an early stage of my pregnancy, and I rushed to the studio to do this verse for her in time for the first week sales, whatever. And
For Airtime.
Yeah, for the Airtime remix. And literally like 2 days later, I'm still all over the internet. I'm being called pussy. I'm pregnant, emotions high, like
hormonal.
You know, yeah, and it's someone I dead eyes looked at as a friend. Like I understand this, you know, industry shit first too, but we was on a texting basis, so I feel like, yeah, you tweeted to the world, but we got each other number. Yeah, you know.
So I never talked personally after that, around that.
So then, like, probably like 2 months later or something like that, she did text me, but by that time I'm like, that ain't even like, I'm not even thinking about that shit no more, you know what I'm saying? So,
have y'all spoke to sister?
It's the song is.
I haven't spoke to sister when it came out.
Would you be open to the conversation, or you just?
Yeah, I'm open to the conversation. When? I don't know, cause I got a baby now, some more shit. Like I got life done kept moving. But yeah, I made that like when the people just now hearing that song, but like I made that song when that was a topic in my life. It wasn't no diss, like that's just what was happening in my life. Like you talking about buying Big Mama bag, bitch, my nigga do that. Like I don't need no damn bag. That's just where I was in life. It is what it is.
And then not to make up for calling me pussy either. Like, I don't want to be.
Yeah, especially in exchange for that. Like, I don't know. It just left a bad taste in my mouth. So I just, like, I was in the booth and that's just what was happening. And then I just said what was happening. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So are you not still
was convinced Latto was dissing Cardi B on her new single? Well, a lot happened this morning, so let me fill you guys in. Remember last week when the internet was convinced Latto was dissing Cardi B on her new single? Well, a lot happened this morning, so let me fill you guys in. During a recent appearance on The Breakfast Club, Latto addressed the speculation head on and confirmed that the lyrics were in fact about Cardi. She explained that she was caught completely off guard after hearing the leaked audio because she had just rushed to the studio for her verse on the Every Time remix so it could count towards Cardi B's first week album sales. Latto said that just days after trying to help someone out that she considered a friend, she saw Cardi B all over the internet calling her a. While Latto admitted the situation left a bad taste in her mouth, she did make it clear that the song is not a diss track. She says people are only calling it a diss because they're hearing it now, but at the time she was simply rapping about what was happening in her life. Latto also revealed that she had not spoken to Cardi since their remix dropped in September, but she's open to hashing things out. So shortly after those comments started making headlines, Cardi B shared another public apology and explanation. Cardi took to X to say, "I truly understand how you feel, and that's exactly why I chose to apologize publicly, because the disrespect became public. On that call, I didn't even mean to call you that. I didn't mean any harm. There's a difference in what I said versus what I meant. What I could have said was you too forgiving and gave too much mercy in that situation. It was a heated conversation, and I let my mouth get the best of me." Cardi also talked about how when the call came out, she was 8 months pregnant and was extremely overwhelmed and emotional, but says that's not an excuse and genuinely just wanted to let her know where her head was at. Although Cardi does claim that she made multiple attempts to connect with Latto, claiming she spoke to her manager, her sister, and even texted Latto directly. She ended her statement by saying, "Making it right looks different for the both of us. I wanted to connect with you, but you wanted to address it on your album." This is a lot to unpack here. So considering Latto did say she's open to hashing things out, do you think Cardi should have publicly took this to X? Should this be a conversation behind the scenes? Let us know what you guys think about this.
Cardi has responded back to Latto. Now, she stated that she made this a public apology because the disrespect came publicly. She says that she did not mean to call her that. She didn't mean any harm. There's a difference in what she said and what she actually meant. She meant that Latto was too forgiving and gave too much mercy in that situation. She also said it does not make it right what she said. Now, she said that at this moment when this audio leaked out, she was 8 months pregnant. Her album had just came out, and that's not to make an excuse. That's just to give y'all a headspace of where she was. She also said that she reached out to Latto in 2025 and 2026. She reached out to Latto's manager and her sister. She even tested Latto directly to take responsibility for what she had done. She also says that making this right looks different for the both of them. She does have love and respect for Latto. However, she wanted to connect with Latto, but Latto wanted to address it on the album. And all I gotta say behind this is, y'all make it right. Do not let these fan bases get in y'all head. Do not let these fan bases tear y'all apart. Cardi was wrong. She is taking accountability for it. Y'all talk privately and let's move forward. It broke my heart at Cardi's concert. I went to both nights in Atlanta. I was like, you know what? Latto gonna probably pop out. Let everybody know that they work things out. That's her sister and they are good. But no, Latto was nowhere to be found. I'm really hoping they find a way to come to some kind of agreement, some kind of happy ending here. What do y'all think about all this?
Cardi somebody and let him say, oh, it's just a business deal, oh, it's just for this, it's just for that, and then go let him have a baby with somebody else who be my man in all her songs. Like, Latto is a beautiful woman. That's a bad bitch. She could have got any nigga who wasn't married, but she wanted 21 Savage. When Cardi said she wasn't pussy like Latto, I don't think she said anything wrong. Y'all can tussle with me all y'all want to, and your friends can't tell you what the fuck you're doing and how it really is. Who can? Obviously, Cardi know what the fuck is going on behind the scenes. And y'all think it's cool Latto having a baby by a married man. My man. The man is married. Y'all can say, oh, he only got married for the papers. Then why the fuck did he have a babies with that girl? If you only got married for the papers, you should have got married for the papers and kept it pushing. And then y'all think it's cool that Latto hugged up and all booed up with the wife and the kids. There's nothing cute about her having a baby by a married man, because at the end of the day, regardless if he's with Latto or not, he's married to that girl. Married. But then she said that y'all are miserable, and that's why y'all mad. Oh, they're miserable. People just don't want you to be happy. Do y'all really think having a baby with a married man who has other kids with his wife is okay? That girl is a woman at the end of the day. Y'all be acting like feelings don't matter and shit be cool. All right. Okay, I hope Latto, like, she got money. That's what y'all gonna say. Oh, she has money. She doesn't, because money means everything to y'all. All right. I'll go marry somebody and let him say, oh, it's just a business deal.
21 Savage's wife posted a photo on her Instagram with Latto, and everybody's going crazy. So when Latto first announced her pregnancy, and I guess she had always alluded that she was dating 21 Savage. So everybody's like, well, if she's pregnant by 21 Savage. But the issue with this is that 21 Savage is married. So I guess the narrative became that he's married, but it was like a how do you call it? Like a country wedding. So meaning he wants to stay in the country. So they married so he could stay in the country, fine. But then it came out that they had a couple kids. They have like 2 or 3 kids. So everybody was kind of like, well, if you marry somebody to stay in the country, you don't be having kids with them, you know? So once Latto announced her pregnancy, and then we had 21 Savage with his cosign of the baby, everybody was like, what is going on here? So with his wife posting this photo, everybody's like, what is happening? Well, I think personally, that it probably was a little bit of both. Because sometimes, for you as a woman to marry somebody, even if it's just for them to stay in a country, 9 times out of 10, you would know them, you've been around them, you've liked them, there's some kind of connection there. And when adults do what adults do, kids happen. It is what it is. Now, with Latto's perspective, maybe she has an understanding of where their relationship is at now. And at the end of the day, she gonna want him staying in the country too. So she probably think, well, why am I gonna argue with this lady who has his kids when she's marrying him so he can stay in the country? I want him in the country too. I don't know. But what do y'all think about that? Let me know what you guys think.
A girl changes things. Her and 21 is not gonna last. I mean, they probably weren't gonna last anyway. Let's just be honest. But she gonna end up getting herself up out that situation at some point. Let me tell you why. See, when you have a daughter as a woman, you are completing your life cycle. You are creating life and seeing feminine energy in its purest form. And you start to realize just how special it is to be God's creation that is a woman. That shit changes you. I don't care what nobody say. Just like how a father and son relationship is irreplaceable, same thing with a mother and daughter. It just hits different. It makes you respect yourself more. Because see, when you have a son, it teaches you how to receive love. But when your first child is a daughter, it teaches you how to love yourself. And that's the difference. That's the problem. Latto knows how to receive love. The niggas love Latto. Why wouldn't they? She's gorgeous. Latto don't love Latto. Because if she did, she would never get fucking pregnant by a married man. I don't care what the situation was. If it was a green card situation, whatever. You would respect yourself enough to be like, I'm a bad bitch. There's a million men out here. I'm not going to get pregnant by a married man that doesn't fucking claim me. So when she looks at that little girl, she's going to start to wake up. It may not happen today. It may not happen tomorrow. But she's going to start to wake up and realize like, damn, I would not want my daughter going through this. I would not want my daughter in this situation. And Latto having a girl.
All right, so family. So this is Latto, 21 Savage, and Cardi B's cards, okay? So let me say something, guys. What I was going to say was, before we get even into the reading and into the cards, and while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and slide it this way. And my nose itching, so that means, we about to get some messages, right? This like I said, this is, everything over here is alleged and in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. But this is my energy towards everyone having something to say. And this is my own personal thoughts, okay? Just based on my personal thought and experience in real time. I always keep it real with y'all. So, First of all, shout out to Big Bang, Big Facts, Big Old Boss. Y'all, I know y'all, if y'all not already following, which I know y'all do, because who died, to go over there and follow at Big Facts Network. That is like, I don't know how do you describe it? Like you said, my y'all say church family, so temple family for us. You know, I practice Ifa. That's my Ifa brother, and so is Jade. Shout out to Jade. It's my Ifa sister. Yes, I love her. But anyway, in our faith, it's certain rules to that, and this is just my theory, okay? Because I know y'all, often heard 21 Savage when he speaks. A lot of the way that he moves, of course, he's a part of our Ile, which means temple in Yoruba, okay? So with him being a practicer of it too, it's rules in it. Like, you can have more than one wife. It's long, and like Chief always say, it be tickling me. He'll say, y'all niggas can't even afford to have a conversation, okay? So, in Ifa, you can have two wives. First of all, you have to be able to afford it, because you have to take care of both households through and through and through. Through and through and through. Through and through, okay? In any way that you want to imagine, through and through. And on top of that, you have to, both women have to be in agreement, and both women have to know exactly what's going on. So in my opinion, okay, I feel like that's the agreement, especially with looking at her chart, and it definitely, even in her birthright, speaks to energy that would flow for her. I mean, it's one thing my mama say, real as shit. It take all type of people to make the world go round. So I never get into judging anybody. If you like it, I love it. It ain't gonna be what I do, or like what this is nothing that I would agree upon. But who am I? I don't judge. If that's what make you happy, I want you to be happy, right? I want everybody to be happy. So let's get into the messages. But I just wanted to add that as a little jewel and a trinket. And also, like I said, I was online and I was just looking, and I noticed I really want to hear how y'all feel about her responding to Cardi B. What y'all think about Cardi B's response? And I'm gonna pull it up in clips, and find it when it's reading over. But I really want to hear what y'all got to say. So make sure you sound off in the comments. So since Latto is leading this thing, I'm going to go ahead and clear the deck. And we're going to go ahead and get into her current energy right now. She did the Breakfast Club this morning. Interview over there with Charlamagne and them. And DJ Envy. And what's the child name? Oh, okay, I know Just Hilarious, but the other one. Lauren LaRosa. And she addressed the situation with Cardi. Definitely going to pull it up, like I said, for y'all and put it in there. But what she said to me was real. And in my opinion, on her, even how she looked at it when it happened in real time, what she was going through at the time, and then how she felt about this shit, when it came to her doorstep, she had real life going on, and that just wasn't it. Cardi, you got to do better. You get away with a lot of shit, but this right here ain't cool. And I'm glad that this girl, a woman, lady, beautiful lady, is addressing it like a woman would, and not just going along to go along or get along just to get along, And like she said, she'll address it when she get ready, right? So, hey, let's see what's some current energy, okay? And I already blessed the card, so. Okay. Let's see. I'm sorry about that. Let me see. I need to silence it. Hold on. I got this new speaker, y'all. It is so cute. Hold on, before I turn it off, let me show y'all. Look at this phone stand. Ain't that cute? And it light up. Y'all see it? It is so funny. And it works really good. Like, let me let you, I can't play no music. Damn. You know, copyright YouTube.
Right? You showing aggression. You approach it.
And maybe you know, I don't talk about trials, but this is caramel.
In defense for Carmelo Anthony,
Austin makes and I want to know how y'all feel about the trial. I might do something on it. I'm definitely gonna do something new, y'all, with like with the astro charts and like we talk about it and do the cards. Cause I really want to. I'm thinking about Michael Jackson and I really want to do Kanye. Cause they real special people. So I think it deserves like a special edition, like how we did the emergency reading on Jay-Z, but we want to do like maybe icon edition, because the people we talking about are icons, right? So I don't know, just food for thought. But I want y'all to see that, and I want y'all to see this. Wasn't that cute? Ain't that cute? I'm finna cut it off. Let me see. I'm learning how to work it because I literally just bought it yesterday. I need to unbox stuff that I get so y'all can see it and see where I get it from. I'm working on that. I'm working on it, okay? So let's see. I gotta put it in okay, what's up with our girl Latto? Just current energy. Let's see what the astro cards got to say, right? Thank you, Spirit. I don't know. Let's share around Latto. And what's the come too? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna just because of the way that it happened, I'm gonna drop it. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Let's see. All right. This is already kind of funny, but let's just look at the cards and see what comes up and what comes out for her, right? Okay. So, since we kind of fill out, and it's not in any order, but let's talk about it. It's interesting because I want to say, when you see Neptune is the energy of the rose-colored glasses, right? And it's like Spirit has a real sense of humor because the whole issue is the world looking at it like, girl, are you okay? Are you okay? That's how y'all feel. A lot of y'all like looking at her like, do you see what's going on? You a side chick? What are you agreeing to? What is going on? The wife posting, I can't keep up with all that. But this is definitely the energy of that, but also the energy of the industry. She has a project, a new album out in real time. And this is the energy of that. When I say I love these cards, I'm gonna share, because I did do, guys, a video sharing the decks that I bought. And even though this is not new, I did get some new ones. I probably don't need to buy not one more deck. Okay? Not one more, I promise. If I was to turn this around and show y'all this, y'all would be like, you got to do better, Erica. I'm working on it. So I would like to share that, especially for my tarot queens. Look, my tarot homies. Tarot girlies, listen. It's got some cute stuff, and I be getting it from everywhere. Shein, and I share it where I got the decks from. So if you get a chance, go back and check that out on the page. And I'm gonna put the name of who made this because I love these cards. We talking about her love life. Venus is here, love. Wow. It's right here. So she got a project. Her relationship is right here in the forefront. She was on the Breakfast Club this morning. This is the energy about it. They were asking her all about it on that interview, but just the energy in general. Venus. And look, the word that they have right there is love. Y'all see that? This is the time when she really does need to pay attention to her dreams. But she's also following her dreams. Saturn is here. That's her energy. She's a Capricorn sun. This is her planetary ruler. So she shows up in her reading. This is her messages. Rewards are on the table. I'm hearing good things about her project. I don't know about how it charted. You know, I'm saying, I think they said it didn't or whatever the situation is. But overall, it's interesting that Venus is here because a lot of people out here are loving her project, right? Remember, Saturn is about wisdom. So this is a time where even with her speaking at the interview, you know, coming down to the Breakfast Club and addressing a lot of things that a lot of people had questions for, we can honestly say that this is the time where we seeing her evolve and wisdom is coming in where she willing to share, right? But remember, Saturn, wisdom is the key word, but it's discipline, structure, time, responsibility, test, ambition, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, container, your bones. Y'all see that? Maturity, gravity, and scaffolding. Okay? First house. She's showing up. She showed up today. And it's interesting that she got first house because look at the key word for first household family. Self. Showed up as her beautiful self. But this card goes deeper. Not only is she showing up as herself, but herself is under scrutiny. Latto, you a side chick? What's going on? What's the deal? You can't post your man. You can't share your situation. So everything is happening right here in this energy. And everybody judgment, you know, looking at her sideways. People have their opinions. But remember I said this. I said this to y'all. When we first started looking at their charts, 11th house is here. This is community. Aquarius rules the 11th house. Her moon is in Aquarius. And it's interesting because Aquarius is about evolving. Aquarius, guys, is about evolution. Didn't I say we seeing her evolve, wisdom, evolution, you know, just showing up as her true self, you know. In the interview, she said, and I'll try to see if I can pull little small clips here and there from it this morning in Breakfast Club, where I can't speak for 21 Savage. That man got to deal with himself. He got to show up in himself and let y'all know. Ain't that interesting? Mars, that's where she take action. That's her placements. This her energy. Mars is about war. All right, Cardi, it's up and stuck, bitch. Yeah. It was all about you. Yeah, I addressed it. Because at the time, I was going through what I was going through with myself on the table, right? Going through shit in my love life with my man, in my career, in my industry. Look at all these cards aligning. And now, bitch, I'm here and fuck you. That part. Gemini, lovers. This is a twin flame relationship. And one thing I said is that these two communicate very well. Y'all see that? Look at that. I can't make the messages up. We ain't even pulled traditional tarot. And y'all getting all y'all messages. But back to 11th house. 11th house is about community. It's about the group. Let me read it. It's the edge. Look at it. What is the 11th house? The edge. Friendship. Group activity. Y'all hear this, soul family? Follow me now. Follow me. Community, humanity, hope, tribe. Festivals, discoveries, common goals, startups, rebellion, experimentation, and the future. This Aquarius energy speaks to a poly energy that she can deal with. Look, Venus is on the table. She all right with it? Send the messages. And look, she love that nigga, baby. Look at that Leo, the lover. But she also showing her creative projects. It just came out. Ain't this her album? This Leo energy in this? She's the star. This is the album, Neptune. And she following her destiny, North Node energy. Soul School is North Node. Look, destiny. I can't make it up. You see the key word for North Node, Soul Family? Destiny. Soul School, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing. Y'all hear that? Experience, fruition, North Star, process, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, journey. This is her journey. This is her journey. Let's pull some quick cards right now and get on down into her and 21. But isn't that interesting? And we ain't even pulled the cards yet, right? Wow. Since we talking about love, let's go on with the pink cards, right? So let's see what's up. We're going to pull this traditional one first, too, and see her current energy and build from there. Because we're going to ask about Cardi. And you know we're going to ask about 21, and we're going to get into his energy, too, okay? So I hope y'all got y'all a nice little cocktail, and let's get into it. I hope it don't go on too long. I be trying to do it right at an hour for y'all. But y'all know how we got to break it down. It's a process over here, right? And we family. We soul family. So we got time. And we going to get into it. We like to hear the truth anyway, right, family? Okay, let's get into it. Let's see the energy around her current life, for real. With this British ATL man. Okay. Congratulations to her. Latto. Pretty girl. See what's up with your baby. 1 to 6. I'm going to say something. I know it's interesting when you see that Libra-Capricorn relationship. But one thing I'll say about that relationship is, you know, Libra's exalted in Capricorn. And that's why I was like, this is a real deep energy. They fuck with each other. This is a twin flame. Even though it's a group. It looks like allegedly, remember I said, you know, agreement of group. It's a lot of love here, is what I'm trying to say to y'all. And exalted mean that's that baby coming, right? That came out. That's here, a pretty baby. Okay? She's speaking. And baby, that Capricorn, she know her words. Cardi don't want it with her. Because Cardi, from my understanding, then they say she got a ghostwriter or something, so she ain't going to be able to fool with that Capricorn. Not when it get in the boo. Or even freestyle. And I was sitting here laughing at everybody. I think it's, you know, of course, probably definitely an age gap. Because I'm going to unveil. But let me just say what I'm going to say real quick. I'm definitely... You know, I'm a lover of hip-hop. And when I saw Jay-Z's performance, it made me want to go back and watch the movie Brown Sugar because of when I fell in love with hip-hop. And it took me back to that. And I laugh at all the people who have, you know, didn't like the performance. I don't see why not. He ain't have no theatrics. He didn't have no background music. He got straight down to business. You know, no disrespect to anybody, because like I said, I like Drake too. Like I said, I love the music. You know, Big Rico said some real shit. He said the music don't never die. It lives on. Dungeon Family forever. Y'all listen to that music, I'm sure so many things from that come from DF, from my family. So I feel a way. And it was funny because my best friend said, She got silent because she heard the 3 minutes. She said, did he just eat everybody up with spoken word? Like, what the fuck? Like, no. She was like, this is what I'm talking about. Drake, you did 3 albums. You've been gone more than a year from this Kendrick stuff. So you had time to practice and write all the lines you said to Jay-Z. Something about the jig is up, right? And then he went up there in 3 minutes and just stood on business with no background music, no theatrics, no nothing. I'm talking about straight belt to ass. That's it. That's all. That's all I wanted to say, y'all. Let's see what's up with Latto. Ooh. Okay. Latto been going through a lot. It's in her messages. So when she said that on the Breakfast Club about Cardi, she was really being genuine, and I got a lot of shit going on personally. Period. Her focal point card is the Two of Swords. It's interesting. You know, some things she probably been avoiding. You know, Neptune showed up a lot. And that's interesting because it was in the Astro card. So when you see that energy, it's about being in denial about something. So something in the energy with her, she's in denial about, okay? In her situation or whatever that looks like in her life, all right? But it's also about her being transparent, even when she spoke earlier and said about Cardi. You know, when she was speaking about her, she said, I can't remember how she worded it, but it was like, how did she say it? I'm open to it, but I don't know when I want to be bothered with it. That's what she said. It was something like that. Y'all go back and look. You know, that's why I took a second, because I always like to say exactly what it is, right? So she had coming in, this was a big deal for her to do this interview this morning, right? Because for her, it's about moving forward. It's about addressing things, you know, all the unresolved issues, all the things that people were saying. Was her time to, you know, go ahead and say, hey, this is what's going on, because she got that project going on, right? But behind the scenes, and even in some energy, it's a tower moment. And technically it is a tower moment but not in a negative way. Tower doesn't always mean like tragic, because it matters about the cards that are around it, right? This is about love. This is about relationships and her situation. And we're going to get into it, but that's what I wanted to say about this particular tower, right? This particular tower for her is like, it's viral right now, her addressing her and the Cardi situation. But it's also a thing with her and 21 Savage, right? All the negative news with this Page of Cups in reverse about her love life, her being a side chick, you know, the wife posting her, or what's going on, or they, you know, is this sister wives, you know, all the things, right? It's in the messages. So not only does this bothers her in the way that people view her. But it's interesting that this message is like that, because this means side chick. And that's what everybody's saying, right? Because pages are about news. So in the news, this is how it's looking. And she don't like that. It's in her messages, right? But baby, I'm here to tell you, look at the lovers, it's here. This a real... Her and that man got a thing going on. Love Jones. You hear me? It's in the messages. She's a new mom. But I'm going to say something. She all about him. When I tell you she fooled with this man, and she been going through some things with this behind, you know, like what we can't see, right? She done had a lot going on, y'all. And I'm going to say something. Even though, you know, she's in good spirits, it's something behind the scenes that... The reason why I'm pausing is because when I heard the interview, I got to go back, right? But she said I was going through it in my life at the time. Well, it's here. It's in the messages. That's what I was saying about... She wasn't lying about how when she gonna address Cardi. She been going through a lot of things in this relationship and everything. Everything. The scrutiny. But she is celebrating right now. And congratulations to her new baby. New project. I don't want to say this, but a lot of these cards ain't negative. It's just the energy of... I always gonna keep it real with y'all. So with that 3 of Cups, it is what it is. This is a 3-way relationship. Okay? And it's not that she is the Queen of Cups in reverse, like in the energy of sadness, because there's too many other cards like this, right? And because of her situation and the current energy with them, when it's down like that, it's more like she the second wife. First wife, second wife. Now let's ask directly about her in 21. She got a lot on her table and it's overwhelming. And another thing I want to say also in her messages is postpartum energy, okay? So y'all gonna have to, we gonna keep her sending you good energy, Latto, baby. And yeah, she having postpartum. You can see it in the messages. But she got a support system in that man and in that situation. I'm going to say that. That's in the messages. Still have some good energy. So let's ask. Oh, we need these answers. Just give me a... I don't know. What is the relationship with her? Just give me the energy around the relationship. How she feel about it. Let's see. What's up with them? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Yeah. She getting adjusted to motherhood. She got this project going on. She got a lot going on. And it also speaks to she ain't feeling Cardi right now, too. That was even in the messages. I'm going to ask directly, but I'm just saying when we were looking at her current energy, those messages was for all of that. Okay. Right, because see, now it making sense, right? She love that nigga, baby. Look. Look at that Queen of Pentacles upright. ask for any extra messages. I can't wait to share this with y'all. Ooh. Yeah, let's get it. Y'all gonna get me. Y'all like, hurry up, E. I am. And we have 31 minutes. Let me hurry up. You hear me? Baby, listen. It's funny because this is Scorpionic energy and it's the death card and it's in reverse, but this energy represents Latto right now. And even him, like, it's a new cycle for them. Remember, death is about transformations. It's about endings and new beginnings, right? And this is a new cycle for her in her life. She a new mom, and this is a new energy for her and him, meaning her in 21, right? This a real deep relationship. She all about him, okay? Like, when she be rapping about him and all the stuff she be going through him and the ins and outs, this is all of that energy, okay? She possessive about him. She all in her feels when it comes to this man, okay? It's like, right now for her, she's not trapped, you know. It's the energy that people perceive, the perception, right? And that just ain't it for her. It's freedom for her. That's when it's like that, it's about freedom, right? Yeah. Think some things are off balance, and like I said, in some energy she having postpartum too. There's gonna be some news coming out more in regards to him and her and them. This also speaks to like I said, they communicate well, right? But she have her own personal, whatever they have going on, they can go back and forth about some things, right? But it's a lot of passion too. And it's real strong with the strength card in the upright. It's real strong. They do well together, y'all. They work well together. They got new projects in the making. She got a lot of support from him. A lot. When she was like, I don't need that bad girl, my nigga do all that, she ain't lying. And listen, she got a lot of side chick cards, but it's so funny. And I always like to say the best for last for y'all. When I say she fuck with this nigga, y'all, she fuck with him. And he fuck with her. I can't wait to pull his cards, but look, High Priestess is Mistress, 2 of Cups. He love her. I'm pouring into you, you pouring into me. She don't want for nothing. She don't want for nothing. And let me just tell you, baby, I said that. They sex off the chain. He love all about that cheetah print. Look at that. Child. Come on, let's see what's going on with him so we can get into the messy cards. Cardi full of shit. I'm gonna do a 3-run pick on her. She gotta get her shit. Cardi B, get your shit together, sister. Now you got to do better. You got to be a better friend. Like, you gotta do better than that, girl. For real. I mean, we are, but nah, you gotta do better. Gotta do better, girl. Come on now. For real, right, y'all? And what Latto said was real, so I feel what she had to say. You know? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me hurry up. We at 35. Let me see. Ooh, she love that nigga. Let's see. Let's ask how he feel about her. Ooh, And listen, y'all saw in the cards, 3 is not a crowd, okay? It's a celebration. And remember, everything here is all a legend and in my opinion, okay? So, and the energy is consistent with second wife, second partner group, okay? So everybody got that question, you know, is it? It's clearly across the board coming up, but it's an agreement. Y'all saw the cards. 3 of Cups was in the upright. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Baby, they celebrating. They good over there. That's what it looked like. Okay? So let's see how you feel about the cheetah print. Spirit. Let's see. I can't make these fucking messages up. When I say spirit got a sense of humor, this is crazy. Everybody keep asking, and I'm gonna just tell you what I see. Empress energy, huh? Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Ooh, he love her. Listen. These cards is powerful. They got a lot of Tower cards and Death cards, like transformation cards. But this is a new cycle for them. They got a new baby, right? But let me show you something and how Spirit got a sense of humor. Okay. You got the 7 of Swords right here. And 7 of Swords is about cheating and all of that. But that's when it's in the upright. But when it's in reverse, it's about straightening the record. Setting the record straight. So this is this Savage energy. He's setting the record straight. He fucked with her the long way. He ain't cheating. So for everybody who think he cheating, no. You see it. And the card even say straightening the record. Spirit got a sense of humor. Listen, this all came out for him all at once, right? And it's interesting how the card is saying it. It's speaking to when you see the Tower the way it is, it's like, oh, it was in the news. Latto pregnant. Latto gave birth. Latto a side chick. 5 of coins, side chick. This is a mistress card too, right here. Can't make it up. But in the energy that it's in, it's not in the upright. He's saying she not my side chick. She not. When it's in reverse, the 5 of coins is about positive change. Just the general energy, looking ahead, acceptance. Okay? So he letting you know, no, that's not the case. Okay? These two, they collided. When I see the Tower for them with all these cups, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I always said, when you see love readings, you want to see those cups on the table. I need to know how you feel, nigga. You know? They have their challenges. It's here. It's in the messages. But it's funny because the 5 of Swords is about shifting the energy. This is all about acceptance for them. This is a situation that works for them. He likes variety. He like to change it up. He a Libra right here. Can't make the messages up. It's a karmic. They twin flames. It's a soul message, right? She bring him balance. Remember I said that Capricorn is exalted in Libra. Look, right here. It's a deep connection with these two. Ooh. Ooh. It's like they do that baby. Look, the Ace of Cups, child. He gonna take care of her. She can sit down because it's the 8 of coins. Because he got an overflow of love for her. So how does 21 feel about Latto? Baby, he love her down. And he gonna take care of her. And bring her all the balance she needs. This is an agreement, in my opinion. Everything alleged. But baby, there you go. Y'all got y'all message. Let's get into these. Let's ask what Cardi messy ass feel. And let's get into these messy cards. And get on up out of here. That was good. Hey, that's what I want to see. Ain't that what y'all want to see? Let's clear the card and see. That's what's up. Latto, baby. And 21, I love when they say that. That shit, I love it. So, and let's just do. Let's ask real quick 3 cards. Cardi B. And then we'll ask real quick how Cardi B, what her true feelings are. Cause honey, you gotta do better than that. Especially when you're wrong. And you know you wrong, girl. You know it. And sometimes you just gotta admit it and just try to do your best to, let the ego move out the way and do the right thing like Spike Lee, A lot of them don't fuck with her. And maybe it's summertime now, but based on the way this looks and energy, we could hear something more about this in the next few weeks with them in the timing. But maybe next summer, maybe they can get on a better accord, But she not fucking with her right now. She didn't lie. Her messages is with the timing card. It's like, remember she said, I don't know. I have to see how I feel. And maybe by next summer, they'll be able to make amends. So Cardi, do the right thing, sister, like Spike Lee now. I ain't saying you gotta kiss ass, but I'm just saying your character. Remember, y'all, like my chief say, if you don't got Iwa Pele, that's good character in Europe, but that's what that means. Then you can flush all these sacrifices down the river. Listen, it means nothing. It means nothing if you ain't got good character. So you just got to stand on it, say, hey, I fucked up, for real. And just let it be, and you do the right thing. You apologize sincerely, right? And then how she feel about him? Is she really sorry? I'm gonna say what I was saying was Cardi know. Some stuff you just gotta do the right thing and apologize. That's all I was saying. I want to get into the cards because of time, right? Oh, and look at the pregnant mama. She do fuck with her. She apologize. She do. It's in the messages. But they is beefing right now. Look, 10 of Wands. But she got good things take time. So Cardi is willing to. I'm talking shit, but she genuinely is sorry for real. I didn't expect to see that, but she is, and she gonna take action, and she gonna, even behind the scenes, she gonna continue to communicate with her and try to make amends with her. But she really is genuinely sorry. It's in her messages, y'all. And again, like I said, something about them, they both got timing cards. New moon. So around a new moon energy, maybe they could make amends within the next month. Maybe even by the next new moon. But things can turn around for the better. New cycles can begin. You know, it's funny because the cards say don't give up. And that's what I was saying. What didn't I just say? I said, Cardi, you can't give up. You're going to have to do the right thing, sister. Like, you get me? But it's in her messages to do that. So that's good. I'm glad. I wanted to see that because I'm talking shit. But that's why it's good to flip so we can see how people really feel. Right? Let's get into the messy cards, baby. Let's see what's up. And you know I got the Twin Flame deck for Latto and 21. We got to, so let's move. All right. Yeah. Thank you. We don't really just do that. Something is happening, like some type of tower moment between them. I don't know, but let's just keep pay attention to that too. Okay. Last straw, limitations, breaking point, overwhelm, mind games, manipulation, gaslighting, and scare tactics. Hands off. Didn't I say she's something else about him? I can't make them fucking messages up. Okay. Territorial lover, staking claims, scaring off the competition. Y'all see that? SOS, distress, act with urgency, assistance needed. Some type of tower moment. That's interesting. Let's just prayers up and just pay attention to that because those cards consistently was coming out for her and 21. So let's just watch out for that too. Body shaming, low self-worth, negative body image, feeling judged. I think it's more energy around, like I said, her being under scrutiny about this whole situation, right? Supersize me, doing too much, excessive and overindulgence, okay? Baby, cuffing season. Single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship or on the hunt. I think that's just more of their energy, like, with her not like the opposite in a negative way, but like more in a way of cuffing season, like she controlling. Y'all saw the messages, right? What did it say? Hands off, territorial lover, staking claims, scaring off the competition. Okay. And he is got the energy the same way about her. It's interesting. That's deep. Messages we get them. Look, stalemate, avoidance. It was some hangman energy. She might not be speaking to him today. Y'all know how that shit could be. We off today and on tomorrow, right? Especially like she having postpartum energy coming up for her too, y'all. Okay? I saw the way that came out, so we'll keep that card, okay? This is it. Okay, them my messages. So chemistry and passion. Didn't I say it was a lot of chemistry and passion with these two? Look, ascendance and unity. I told y'all, agreements. And did y'all see the scales of justice upright? They agree. They agree. This works for them. Maybe we don't understand it, but hey, it works for them. I'm telling you. Look, reflection and projections. And people projecting their stuff out of her, reflecting off them and all of that. And even in their situation and in their life. Didn't I say these two twin flames? Twin flames. I can't make it up. Spirit be telling you, don't it? Resistance, guarded, and closed off. Okay? Look, karma, balance, and justice. It works. This thing works. Look Look at that energy. Twin flames, karma, balance, and justice. It works for them. It worked, y'all. Even if it can be, problem, having conflicts. But shit, everybody have conflicts. Right? It's just life. You got, look, I can't make it up. Y'all gonna laugh. Confusion, Neptune, illusions. And Neptune started off the reading, right? Avoidance and stalemate. Remember, awakening. This is an energy where even though she could be going through some things, still awakening was here. Remember, wisdom was present. Comfort zone, south node, and clinging. Karmic lover energy, okay? All of this, I said it was karmic on some level, especially with her being Capricorn, sun anyway, right? The highly karmic energy, twin flames, soulmate, right? So let's get it. Let's get this one. I'm gonna flip a few of them. I'm liking it. I mean, go on there. Latto. 21 Savage. Union. I told you. Union, baby. Union. You can't make it up. Reconciliation. If they having any, little issues, they work through them. Remember I just said it's the energy of, a few ups and downs. But baby, they fool with each other. Coming back, making it work. Second chance. Pursuit. Chasing. Persistence. Hunting down. And resilience. Okay? And clown. That's what people saying she looked like, right? Degrading appearances, shame, and humiliation. That's funny how Spirit got a sense of humor. I want to tap these T cards right here. Let's see. Now I'm going to pull the twin flame and we going to go. I don't need these. This is the wrong one. We need the love deck. The one with the heart on it. My bad, y'all. We almost there. We're a little bit over an hour. Hopefully it won't go that long. I got a lot of decks. Look like we're going to still be at the same time we normally be. But that's cool. Let's see. Okay. I want to get the love deck with the hearts. Because don't y'all want to know? Let's see what the cards say. That's what we here for. Here they go. I got them. I told y'all I got a lot of decks. Don't laugh. I got a lot. We're going to do these last two right here. This the twin flame one. And then this the love T. The love T card. So let's see. Let's put the thing on. Last two. And we out of here. This is Spirit Guys. Sun, Capricorn, Sun, Capricorn, Sun. Alright, let's do it, y'all. Next up, I'm finna do Daphne Joy. I got to. This is something, honey, with 150. And I should put that up there. And then after that, y'all should start seeing, probably in the morning or tomorrow, but y'all, monthly readings for your zodiac sign and what it means for you. And I'm going to try to get up there quick enough, y'all, the Jupiter and Cancer. If I don't do it tomorrow, to be up there on Friday because it's coming in on the 9th, okay? So I'll have it up there before the time for y'all. Okay? I'm working it. So make sure y'all be looking for y'all all. Thank you, Spirit, too. These two. Thank you, Spirit. do it. I cannot take it. When I say these two right here, baby, y'all ready? Let's do it. I'm going to save these and these fail. The spirit just telling me to shuffle, so I'm going to always follow spirit. Okay, so we got toxic talk. Like I said, they can go back and forth. The way you're speaking to each other is causing harm, and not healing words have energy. And right now, they're wounding. So they could, like I said, there was some conflict in the energy, but it's interesting. Look, they got a thing going on like Mrs. Jones when I tell you. Blocked passion. You know, when passion is blocked, it usually reflects something deeper. It's time to look beneath the surface and ask what's not being expressed. And then you got ride or die. That's her nigga. Listen, the ups and the downs. Remember I say the ups and the downs and the postpartum and all that. I ain't never even seen this card come out this deck. Ain't that something, y'all? Look at that. This is about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through thick and thin. If you've got a ride or die by your side, cherish and defend them fiercely, okay? Platonic passion. Then I say, look at that. Look at, girl, look at that. Then I say these two, the passion between them is off the charts. I can't make the messages up. You didn't see it coming, but your heart is waking up to something deeper. The line between friend and lover is starting to get blurry. But let me just tell you, look, people saying what's going on, and don't spirit got a sense of humor. Look at that card, undefined. You're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but it's no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear. But look what they got. I never seen this card, y'all. And y'all seen me. This deck is new. I probably don't use this on the past 3 to 5 readings. Look. Soulmate bond. Soulmate bond. When you know, you just know. And this soulmate connection is deep and real. And that is that. No explanation needed kind of love. I'm going to leave it there. I mean, how much more we going to flip? I'm going to say that again and leave this up here so y'all can see. This is Latto and 21 Savage. Soulmate bond. When you know, you just know. This soulmate connection is deep and real. And this is that. No explanation needed kind of love. Look at that. Look at them. All right. That's that. Okay, I'm here for it. Love it. All right, soul family. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, check this out. Keep the notification bells on. Don't forget, I'm finna do Daphne Joy and 50 Cent next. And these should be up there for y'all now. Like, I'm working now. So, over the weekend, you know, start looking for your all zodiac signs and what it means for you for the whole month. And just know, it's all zodiac signs. And we're gonna talk about the current transits for y'all, what it means for you. We're gonna talk about everything. We're going to talk a little bit about the astro weather, politics, current things that pertain directly to you, your zodiac sign. And then we're going to do y'all reading and get into the cards on what it is, what y'all got going on and coming for this month ahead of June 2026. Okay, guys? And again, it should be right now. This is Latto 21. Next up, you should see 50 and Daphne. I'll try to do Justin B because he on my mind, but I think we need to be thinking about Taylor and Travis. My girl came across my mind too, so we need to tap into her. And I'm going to do some shorts. I got some shorts outside. And don't forget Jupiter in Cancer. I should hand it up soon too, because y'all got good luck coming. All right? See y'all soon. Peace and love. Love y'all. Thanks for watching The Common Corner Show. Peace and love, soul family. And I'll see you guys in the next one.